Welcome back to Disney Swing, where we talk about all things Disney. This week in the world of Disney, the Matterhorn queue has gotten a weird update, and then the Rafiki's Planet Watch at Walt Disney World is returning, and then also in Walt Disney World, the Stitch's Great Escape attraction is gone for good. It's never coming back. Let's take a look at all the new Disney news for this week. First this week, the Matterhorn queue has gotten a weird update. There's these weird footings that have been placed into the hole that was digged like a week ago, I think it was. And you can see what those look like. It's the possibility that there is either it's for a new extension to the queue or it's for a new monorail system. That is going to be a new monorail track that's going to be put in place. So that might mean that the monorail track will be shorter and it'll go a different route. Or this means that the Matterhorn queue will be extended. Although I do think that they should extend it if the monorail thing is actually going to be coming to be. But that is just basically because that every time I go to the Matterhorn bobsleds that isn't like very early in the morning, there is always a line that wraps around all the way around the mountain. I just see that every time I go to the Disneyland park. So I think they should extend the queue, although I feel like it's still wrap around the mountain. I think it would give the possibility of shortening that wrap around the mountain. Next up this week, Disney announced that there is going to be a new Star Wars live-action show. It's going to be called The Mandalorian. Basically, it takes place after the fall of, or the rise of the Empire, and we're going to have a new Mandalorian character. This is just going to be a Sarah Mandalorian. We're not totally sure who's going to be yet. We only have this one picture. It looks really cool. This, I think, is going to be the main character of the show. And I really like how the Mandalorian armor looks on this dude. It looks really cool. Although I don't really see too much of like the gadgets that the Mandalorians have. And I'm actually really excited for this because I really like the Mandalorian era and the Star Wars Clone Wars show. I love Star Wars Clone Wars. It's just amazing. So I'm very excited for this. And the other thing is that this is going to be live action. So I can't wait to see what Disney does with this. I'm very excited. So the next thing that happened this week was that the Rafiki's Planet Watch at Disney's Animal Kingdom in Walt Disney World is returning in spring 2019. It was recently scheduled for a permanent closure on October 21st, 2018, although it is now returning. So this means that there's not going to be a new Zootopia attraction, but it's still possible that there could be a Zootopia attraction, maybe an expansion to Disney's Animal Kingdom for a whole Zootopia land, or maybe Shanghai Disneyland will have a Zootopia land. So the next thing that happened was that this week, Tiana and Ralph Breaks the Internet is being completely reanimated. That is just because people were claiming that they whitewashed her and all that, so they are changing her to look more like she did in The Princess of Frog. So I'm actually happy that they're doing this because I think it needed to happen. She didn't really look like she did at all. It's like, if you said it wasn't Tiana, I would probably think it was a whole new character. So I'm happy that they're doing this. I think it's going to look a lot better for the Ralph Breaks the Internet movie, so I'm quite excited for this. So the next thing is pins. Of course, Disney pins. We do these every week. So anyways, first up we have this Pirates of the Caribbean pin. This is Pirate Ship. I actually like that one a lot. It's box lunch. And then there's like actually some new stuff that we have. Some from Primark. We have actually, this is a Perk Pack one, the Lion King one. And then this one's from Harvey's, which I'm not totally sure what that is exactly. And then we have some that are in the Disney parks, of course. Disney parks are always awesome. Here's some Hong Kong Disneyland ones. So this latte one, that one's really weird. I don't know what I think of it. And then there's also some new Halloween pins. And then also here there is 25 Years of Fright for the Nightmare Before Christmas. It's a whole pin set. These are pretty interesting. I'm not going to get any of them, but they look kind of cool. And then also there is some pins that I'm really excited for. These are Hong Kong Disneyland ones. This one has a castle, and then also It's a Small World. I really like those two pins. And this one is Moonlight Magic, exclusive to DVC for Hollywood Studios. I want to get that pin really bad. And this one's a New York one, exclusive to New York Disney Store. I really like this pin set. And this one is a Sugar Skull. This one's Disney Parks Limited Edition. I really like this one. And then this one is an Alice in Wonderland pin. I want to get this one so bad. That's a box lunch one. And this one is also a box lunch one. For Coco, it has Dante, and then it's just really cool. So also this week, we learned that Stitch's Great Escape is permanently going to be closed. I recently went to Walt Disney World like a month ago, and it was closed at that point. But now we know that it's never going to come back. It's definitely not going to come back. Dismantle has already been put into swing. There's no chance it will come back. I'm actually excited for what they will be putting in place of this, because I don't think Stitch's Great Escape was that great. So I'm quite excited for the replacement. We have no further details onto what that is going to be, but I am quite excited for it nonetheless. Let's just hope that it's something good. So the last piece of Disney news is that there is going to be a Ratatouille attraction coming to Epcot's World Showcase in the France Pavilion. This has been a rumor for a long time, and we've known that it's going to be happening for a while, but they've finally begun construction on it for once, so I'm very excited for this. Now, at Disneyland Paris, they have the attraction that it's basically going to be, although I hope they change it a little bit. I hope they make it like they put more animatronics into it instead of being like the 3D screens and all that. I hope that's what they do, although I'm not totally sure if they will do that. Now, I do want some screens. I don't think they should do 3D for this attraction at Epcot, although I really hope that they will put in place a bunch of animatronics. So anyways, I'm very excited for this, and the construction, I'll give some updates as it goes, major progress, all that. So anyways, I'm very excited for this attraction, and I can't wait for the opening for it. Well, guys, that is going to do it for this week's Disney News Update. I'll see you guys next time on the Disney Swing. Have a magical day and a great, big, beautiful tomorrow.